Well, the best decision my wife Lori and I ever made was 40 years ago when we decided to move to Montville. It's been a great ride. Talk about Lisa. Lisa's story is different from most of the Hall of Fame honorees. Academic achievement really eluded her. Ambition and hard work were her paths to success. In the 5th grade, Lisa was diagnosed as learning disabled with attention deficit disorder and dyslexia. She was unable to focus on what her teachers were saying. Most of her middle and high school years were spent in the special ed program. Special ed was, in the 1970s, a new concept. Fortunately, I say this most sincerely, the Montville school system was really in the forefront, providing facilities and trained professionals to help those students. And I just want to say that this afternoon, Lisa received a lovely letter from Diane Koch, who now lives in Florida. Diane Koch was Lisa's primary special ed teacher for the whole 4 years, and I know she's just as proud of Lisa as we all are. In Lisa's junior and senior years, she participated in the work-study program, spending a part of each school day working, first at a local fast food place, and then at a bank as a check booster. The fast food job ignited her interest in food service. After graduation, she continued to work at the bank and soon became head of her department. She also took an evening job as a waitress, furthering her interest in the food business. There's one thing that Lisa got out of this whole program was a marvelous work ethic. She worked at these jobs for 3 years, saving her money, but finally decided that these were just jobs. She was aiming higher. So, as many of her friends were completing college, Lisa enrolled in the Culinary Arts Institute, a division of the Hudson County Community College. It was a rigorous 2-year course with classes starting at 6 a.m. on each morning, a necessity if you're going to make it in the food industry. Given this hands-on course of study, Lisa finally blossomed as a student, finishing at the top of her class with a near-perfect 3.97 average. Lisa soon landed a job as an assistant cook at the Change Bridge Inn that just opened down the road, the assisted living facility. Starting out as an assistant cook, within 3 months she was promoted to food service manager. She worked there for almost 3 years while searching for a business opportunity. That opportunity came in 1993 when she purchased a tiny catering shop in Madison. Encore Catering was born.
Lower your camera.
And this place was a little storefront 8 feet wide, and in just 2 years, Encore expanded to larger quarters in Morristown and kept growing. In 2001, Lisa, entirely with her own savings, didn't have to borrow a nickel, designed and had built a 7,500 square foot state-of-the-art 2-kitchen catering facility right up the road in East Hanover. Encore now regularly employs 30 full-time workers, as well as nearly 100 part-time waiters, cooks, and bartenders needed for the many weddings, bar mitzvahs, and parties of all kinds, including large corporate functions catered by Encore. And I should say that Lisa has promised that not a single one of these jobs will ever be outsourced overseas. Right, Lisa? At the last Montville Day outing in September of 2008, Encore provided an elaborate barbecue for 3,000-pound residents. Some of you may remember that. Encore has been named Morris County's favorite caterer 4 years in a row by the Morris Record. And last year, it was rated was rated New Jersey's #1 caterer in New Jersey by New Jersey Business Magazine. Also this year, Lisa has been ranked among the top 100 most successful women business entrepreneurs in the state of New Jersey. Now Lisa's success really comes in large part for her willingness to learn from others. When employees can offer their own ideas and have them accepted, this creates a very loyal staff. In fact, many of Lisa's very first employees from 17 years ago are still with her, and some of them are with us tonight. Kathy, Anne Marie, Terry,
Sandy.
Kathy, I mentioned it. Now, learning from others, this is important no matter what role you take on in life. And to be willing to ask questions, that's the secret of success. Lisa had only been in her little shop up in Madison for 3 weeks, and, waiting for business to come through the door. I got a phone call in my office one afternoon. Said, "Dad, I'm calling from the back of the shop. There's a very nicely dressed lady just came in, and she wants us to cater a nice large dinner party for her, and she wants us to serve coq au vin." "Dad, what's coq au vin?" I guess you might have missed that day at culinary school.
Thanks, Paul.
Anyway, I said, "Lisa, it's simply French for chicken and wine sauce." And Lisa said, "Oh, I can make that." But Dad, with a fancy French name like that, I asked $1 or $2 more. At that point, I knew Lisa was going to make it. Well, Lisa had a very good sense just 3 years ago to take her younger sister Karen, class of '88, into the business and relying on Karen's 12 to 13 years of experience out in the corporate world. Karen became the business manager, and Lisa gave her a nice little part of the business as well. There are times when my wife Lori and I are convinced that while no one was looking, Lisa snuck off to Columbia University and earned an MBA. But all of this success is really wonderful. But I'd like to give you a very brief quotation from a rabbinic philosopher of 800 years ago, Maimonides. When he asked this question, "If I am for myself only, what am I?" And I pose that because Lisa has done so much over the years to give back every step of the way. Perhaps it was a very strong sense of compassion and understanding that she may have developed when she was low man on the totem pole and kind of an outsider in middle school and high school, with the special ed resource room. And she kind of felt like an outsider, but it was not lost on her. She understood and understands to this day what it is to need that little extra push. And over the years, she has done so very, very much. She's given financial help to employees when health issues became overwhelming. And there was an incident about 7 or 8 years ago. It was a very nice couple. He was a dishwasher, and she was a sandwich maker. And they came from Central America, documented by the way. And very nice couple. They were in love. They wanted to get married, and they really wanted to have a nice wedding, but they had no resources. Well, what did Lisa do? She wanted them to have a nice wedding too. What she did was to provide them as a gift with a complete wedding buffet, soup to nuts, for all 300 of their church congregation members. And she gave them airline tickets down to Florida and a week's stay at Disney World with a pass to Disney World and Epstein and everything. And I said, "Lisa, it costs a lot of money." She said, "Yeah, but I think it was the right thing to do." And over the years, Lisa has made it a point to take in special needs students who have whatever, and I would say that her staff, or some 30 full-time regulars, reads like the United Nations. She takes people in based on their abilities, not who they are or where they came from. And if they don't have those abilities, she teaches them. She's turned so far 2 dishwashers into excellent chefs. And in all that time, she's kept very close to the Culinary Arts Institute over at Morris County College.
No, Hudson County College.
Did I say Morris County?
You said Morris County, Hudson.
Hudson County College. Excuse me, Lisa. Hudson County Community College, where she went, and she stayed very close to the Culinary Arts Institute and has taken in students and graduates as workers over the years. And she has become a major giver to the Culinary Arts Institution Scholarship Fund. And in recognition of her continuing interest and support, Lisa was named last year to serve as a member of the Board of Directors of the Hudson County Community College Foundation, the lay group that supports the 10,000 student college. It was overwhelming to us. And in that regard, I would like to note that we're being honored tonight by the presence of the Dean of the Culinary Arts Institute, Paul Dillon, who is with us tonight. You know, in conclusion, I only have 5 minutes. But in,
he wants to take a couple more.
But in conclusion, I want to recall a meeting, a parents' meeting that my wife Lori and I went to over at the Lazar Middle School before it had the Lazar name. Lisa was in the 7th grade at the time, and we went to that meeting, and we heard a little talk from the school psychologist, and we'll never forget what he said. He said, you know, right now, your kids, 11, 12 years old, they are real pains. They, all kinds of problems, you tear your hair out, you don't know what you're going to do with them. And he said, but look 10 or 11 years ahead, and you're going to wonder